Another month, another Marvel Rivals tournament drama. At this point, we need to stop fucking hosting these tourneys. Every single time someone tries to host one, it turns into a Netflix documentary. This is getting insane. We had foster drama, cheating drama, people arguing on Twitter for 3 days straight, and now we got money drama. Like, can we please just have a one good tournament? If you haven't seen what's been going on, this whole thing started because a smaller creator wanted to host a Marvel Rivals tournament. Nothing crazy, just a community event for small streamers. J3 saw it, and instead of ignoring it like most people probably would, he actually reached out and was asking how he can help. Emily Tangerine even said that she originally suggested J3 donate around $600 just to double the original prize pool. But J3 ended up donating $1,400 instead because he wanted to make it an even 2,000. And then they MR threw in another 500, so now this little community tournament suddenly had a $2,500 prize pool. And honestly, that's just cool. People always complain that big creators don't support small creators anymore. And then when someone actually does it, it ends up into drama. Now, this is where everything goes downhill. The tournament gets delayed, then delayed, then delayed again. And then people stop hearing about it altogether. People start asking questions like, yo, is this tournament still happening? Where's the prize pool? What's going on? And nobody was getting answers. Then the organizer comes out with an explanation. She said that her boyfriend had access to the account where the tournament money was being kept, and that his account got compromised. And because of that, the money ended up disappearing. That's the explanation she gave publicly. Now, look, if that actually happened, that's a horrible situation. Getting hacked sucks. Nobody wants that to happen. But here's where people start having problems. It's just not the story itself, it was everything after it. J3 said that he had to reach out himself just to get updates. He also said that when the money disappeared, neither he or DMR were contacted first, despite being the people who donated the money. On top of that, he claimed posts about the tournament were being deleted and that there wasn't much accountability until people started asking questions publicly. And if that's true, that's where I think most of the frustration came from. Because imagine you're J3, you donate $1,400, you don't expect to get that money back because it's a donation. You're expecting it to go to players and small creators. Then that tournament disappears. Nobody reaches out to you. You're hearing rumors from other people before you're hearing from the organizer. I'd be sitting there thinking, like, what the fuck is even going on? That's why I don't think this is about the money anymore. It's about communication. If something goes wrong, the first people you should contact are always going to be the people who trusted you with thousands of dollars. Even if you don't have every answer yet, just saying, hey, this happened and I'm trying to get it fixed goes a long way. Instead, this whole thing turned into everyone trying to piece a story together from Twitter posts, deleted announcements, live stream clips, and people replying to each other. Now that you guys are caught up, let's talk about what the smaller creator has been tweeting on Twitter. So, our tweeter over here said, some of the things y'all were saying really didn't add up because it's just because I didn't know what happened. My boyfriend said yes, he did open up Navy Federal and give the man his phone. Now, come on, let's lock in. Who the fuck would ever do that? But let's continue. Not even I would do something like that, but I wasn't there to be able to see what had happened. He didn't think too much about it, and yes, sometimes he is more of a just work type of person and is very ignorant. I don't understand what that means. Can someone in the comment section try to clarify it for me? But at the end, she ended up just saying she's gonna get her own bank account, and she apologized for trying to explain what happened when she didn't know. Again, it's not about, apologizing for trying to explain something that happened. It's about you not reaching out and letting the people who donated know in the beginning. It kind of just feels like she tried throwing her boyfriend under the bus at the end. I don't know what it means to be just a work type of person and being very ignorant. Like, it's just no correlation. The correlation isn't there. But anyways, this is her reply to her own comment, the one before this. She says, J3 will get his money back. As I said in the very beginning, even though my soul is so angry and sad at what happened, I don't want to send it back. but it wouldn't be the right thing to do. And never have I been branded as a scammer or thief. Okay? No one wanted to just believe me. I'm sorry we were so careless, man. But we never ever stole anything. I'm not a terrible person or a thief. I'm not a prostitute. I'm not a prostitute or a whore. Just because I cosplay online as someone who's been because I cosplay someone who's been okay. As someone who's been a victim of grape, it's not fun thinking about this shit, man. And I know I say I don't care, but man, this shit hurts. I guess because his money is a larger sum that it'll come back tomorrow or the next day. All we was told was we had to wait, and I tried telling everyone, but y'all just wanted to believe I just automatically stole it based off how I was acting online. To people who were sending me these messages, and again, some of y'all just won't believe me, but all I wanted to do was do something amazing for the Marvel Rivals community and make a tournament. Again, what J3 did is also a really good thing for the Marvel Rivals community. Both of you guys were doing a good thing. The way you handled the situation was not right at all. You did not deserve any of the shit that was said to you. You did not deserve the racism. But how can you 100% confirm that these people are a representative of J3's community? You cannot. These people don't represent J3's community. Every community has its flaws. Whether it be the Overwatch community, whether it be fucking Flax's community, every community has its flaw. And I will say, even your community has its flaws. Your problem is that you are taking what one person said to you and putting it onto J3. You're trying to taint his image by saying this person said this, and I know it's from J3's community because this person literally said in his message that he's from J3's community. This information I just said will be relevant later, but let's move forward. Bullied online, sexually harassed, racially abused, asked for my address so I can get raped, lol. All coming from this short, satanic little man's community. Do I care? No, I really don't. Every move I make, it gets looked at by his community. Why am I taking so long to reply? Why is she so aggressive? Of course she robbed you. She's poor. She's the N-word. LOL. I don't want any hate put on her when you didn't even have to put it online in the first place. Let me stop right there. I'm pretty sure that if J3 were to see any of these comments, he would deadass block them, remove them, and report that person for saying that. You also said that he didn't have to put it online in the first place. He donated a majority of that prize pool, and he should know where that prize pool money is at. The thing is, you didn't reach out to him to let him know where it's at. He had to find out by himself through other sources where the prize pool money went. Let's continue. Filed for fraud on Friday, was told Saturday and Sunday weren't considered business days, so was told to wait Monday, told the tournament contenders what happened, updated them. I blamed me right then and there for I myself was trying to figure out what happened because I was never present at the scene. Gave proof of my messages, email, and bank account as everyone who wanted to know, so I showed. Got it used against me, said it was fake, etc. Forced to get into a VC with two people who just sat there behind their streams, who could have simply just been men and talked to me privately. Bullied from the start of this man's stream till 2 hours, 32 minutes, and 40 seconds. I took accountability so many times for my boyfriend's mistake, even though I didn't know the story until he spoke about it himself. Even that wasn't believable. Harassed online by random people with hate and think I can't have any rebuttal as if I'm supposed to take your hate. Nah, I don't care about you soulless robots. You do not tell me how to respond to your hate. This man has defamed me all across Twitter, literally only him. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have never mentioned donations, and I'm sorry I ever listened to advice from someone who just used me as fuel for his racist chat. I'm sorry I ended the tournament, and I really just want to do it because that was my goal in mind. And I would love to do it because I worked so hard on it. Yes, the ones in the tournament that were blocked who felt opinionated, your hate is not an excuse to mask it with criticism. I saw y'all in his stream and the way y'all was talking. And deep down, I wish nothing but the best to you random people. When I really I don't wait what when I really I don't okay I guess I mean I'm just dyslexic I guess. There was more money stolen than just 1,600. I was told on a call 10 minutes ago from Navy Federal that it was actually $2,000, $380, which left me with absolutely nothing but 120 bucks. So when I was questioned, where did the $800 go? And I didn't know myself. Why am I making this post? I just want to stop being blamed for something I tried making sense of myself. Even after showing proof of the bank and card the money was sent to, that right there showed it was stolen? Question mark. And that was the evidence I needed to get this claim back. But you people pick and choose what you wanted to believe. I'm not allowed to be scared. I'm not allowed to panic. Being harassed by two known streamers, everything I do and every move I make was a why are you doing this? This should have been handled offline, like I asked. Now look, you have defamed me. Your community has put me into an emotional distress, and your server is just full of people bullying and harassing me. I sat in there reading the messages before I left the server. The money has been sent back to DMR, not even waiting 2 business days, Monday and Tuesday. Could you have waited before you slander me all over the internet? And crazy thing is, this is another act that just won't be believable. I won't post my bank account anymore, but I will post money sent back to DMR. When the money is posted, I will try to see if I can get some sort of legal help about the abuse me and my boyfriend have received online from Jay's community, or if they decide to hold this man accountable for his stream, the messages, and all the videos made about me that I saved. I'm also going to try and see if I can get Navy Federal to let me record the call, being it was declared a fraud case since that's what it was. Wow, that was a lot to read. But let's stick to the facts. Nobody's saying it's impossible that your boyfriend's account wasn't hacked. If that's what happened, then as I said, that sucks. But that's not why people are upset. People are upset because a $2,500 community tournament disappeared. Communication was poor, and the people who donated the money weren't kept in loop. These are the concerns. You say this should have been handled privately, but from J3's perspective, what was he supposed to do? He donated $1,400 to help your event. The tournament didn't happen, and he wasn't getting clear answers. At some point, he's going to address the people asking him where his money went. You also keep bringing up the harassment you received. If people send you racist messages, sexual harassment, threats, or doxing attempts, that's disgusting. Nobody should defend that. Nobody can defend that. And the people responsible should be held accountable. But those people are not J3. Random viewers being awful doesn't automatically make J3 responsible for everything they say or do, especially when he's publicly said he doesn't want anyone harassing you. The other thing that doesn't sit right with me is that your response spends more time talking about the Twitter hate than answering the questions people originally had about the tournament. This situation was never about whether you're poor, your race, or people insulted you. Those things are irrelevant and unacceptable. It was just about the transparency. People want to know, why was the tournament delayed? When did you find out that the money was gone? Why weren't the donors immediately informed? And what was the plan to make this whole thing, fixed? What was the plan for the tournament? Those are the fair questions. If the money did get stolen through fraud, I do hope that Navy Federal resolves it and everyone gets repaid. No one wants that outcome. But asking for accountability is never harassment. Donating $1,400 to support a community event and then asking where it went is a reasonable question. But let's move on. Why is my question still getting unanswered? Can anyone tell me? Wow, I asked to do this offline. Where is the answer to this? Why was this needed to be brought on stream and social media? If they didn't come from your community, where did they come from? Not mine. I don't have a community. Day has 2K people following him, and he has over 102,000 followers. Then whose community did these races come from? If you're a big name in the Rivals community, I didn't warrant anything after giving updates and updates and updates. So where is this when are the updates coming? Like talking in circles like what I'm saying is not comprehended. How can someone in the same breath say, I don't want any hate towards her, just to turn around and make a stream about me for 2 hours, and you allow your chat to say any and everything they want, then say, well, oh, I had to tell my mods to delete certain comments because they were what? Too racist? Telling me to cause self-harm? Then whose community did it come from? This stream was literally yesterday, and I recorded 2 hours worth of bullying and harassment. No one's defending the harassment or bullying, but that's a separate issue from the tournament. You can't say, why wasn't this handled offline, when it involves a public tournament with public donos and dozens of players waiting for answers. Once the event fell apart, it became a public issue because people weren't asking because they wanted drama. They were asking because they wanted accountability. Bringing the convo back to harassment every time still doesn't answer the questions you've been getting asked. Moving past that, she made another post thanking everyone who came into her chat and supported her, and that's completely fine. If people came in respectfully and wanted to have a normal convo, I don't see an issue with that. But then she posted a screenshot of someone saying something along the lines of, just because I'm a fan, I'm automatically gonna side with him. I'm sorry for all the hate you've gotten. Here's what I don't get. Why is this screenshot supposed to prove anything? If you actually look into this guy's account, this guy only started following J3 5 days ago, right when the drama started, and he only has 12 hours of watch time. That's hardly someone you could point to as a quote-unquote J3 fan. And even if he is a fan, all this screenshot shows is one person saying they're gonna lean towards J3 because they're a fan, while also saying they're sorry you received hate. It doesn't prove J3 encouraged harassment. It doesn't prove his community is responsible for every hateful message. It just feels like another attempt to tie every random comment back to J3 when that's not really evidence of anything. Alright, I think this video is starting to drag on, so I'm gonna wrap it up. But before I do, here is a couple screenshots. She keeps insisting all of this harassment came from J3's community, but these screenshots are from people who are not even part of his community. I'm not saying the harassment didn't happen. It clearly did. But you can't pin every single hateful comment to J3. It just doesn't line up. And just take a look at this comment real quick. I don't even want to get too deep into it and talk about it, but just read it. It doesn't make sense. It's a public fucking post. How are you gonna tell me that everyone who came from that post is a fucking fan of J3 or are part of his community? I'm just gonna put this post up here, take a look at it, but I'm fucking done talking about this shit. 18-minute video, my longest video yet. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna catch you guys next time. Peace out.